it should be development. I am willing to sacrifice a couple wins here or there if it means that I'm getting more at-bats out of Luis Matos and guys like Casey Schmidt and seeing Kyle Harrison kind of just learn how to be a big leaguer on the big league level.
I'm 100% with you.
Yeah, you are listening to the Garlic Fries and Baseball Guys podcast. Sam Lovin here with Joe Shasky coming at you every week. You got to rate, like, review, subscribe, share. You know the drill. We say it to you at least twice an episode. So before we get out of here, Shasky, we got some news on the catching front regarding Joey Bart, which the story is going in a very bad direction for him right now. Showed up on Saturday. His locker was cleared out. Turned out he was optioned back to Sacramento. And we kind of asked Kapler, what are they trying to see from Joey Bart right now? And here's what he had to say before the game on Saturday.
Be a good all-around major league hitter, offensive player. You need to make consistent, solid contact and control the strike zone. And those are still areas that Joey's working on and not 100% there yet.
I agree. He's had almost 500 plate appearances and 11 home runs, not a lot of doubles, just not a lot of power. Like, you've watched him now for a couple of years. I think he just needs a new spot, as in a new team.
Yeah, it might come down to that. I don't know. I know right now they're probably going to want to keep him in the system. Kapler said later in that availability that you really can never have have too much catching depth. You mentioned, the starting pitching as an example for that, where you had 7 guys coming into this year and now they have 3 and they're scrambling. So you can never have too many catchers at the same time. So my guess is right now the plan for Joey Bart is they want to keep him in Sacramento, let him work on some of these issues that he's having at the plate. And then again, if something happens to Patrick Bailey or if something happens to Blake Sable, I'm going to knock on wood on that one, you have another body that you can throw in there. Because for all of Joey Bart's faults at the plate, he's still holding up defensively. I think the emergence of Patrick Bailey has kind of shed a light on just maybe how much better he could be defensively. And you're laughing at the Joey Fart comment.
It was hilarious.
But so there's still a role I think he could play.
I'm not giving up on him completely, but if I can staple him to someone else to be enticing, like for example, let's say they're trying to shed some salary. Jock and Joey Bart for an arm for next year, right? You know what I mean? Jock and Mitch Haniger. Bart and Mitch Haniger, Bart and Slater. Like, to me, if you could staple him to sweeten the pot to entice someone to take on some money or one of these other players, sure. You know what I mean? But I'm not just dumping him to dump him.
No, I definitely think you're not going to release him because, again, you will find some value. Catchers are important. And we've seen, again, I always think back to his first night with the Giants back in 2020. Remember when he roped that double down the left field line? You remember the sound that bat made? Like, I still hear it when I think about it. Granted, yes, people weren't there, so that made it sound louder, but that sound does not lie. I believe that there is some sort of a capable baseball player within Joey Bart. I just think that there is a better baseball player within Patrick Bailey. And to be honest, I'm kind of full send on Patrick Bailey being the catcher of the future right now. There was that belief that was what the Giants wanted when they drafted him in 2020. I'm not sure that was the belief. I think you can never have enough catchers, and the baseball draft isn't like just because you draft a catcher one year and then another catcher the next year doesn't mean you're favor one or the other. That's not how the baseball draft works. But Patrick Bailey's emergence has made it a lot easier. Just be like, you know what? We're just going to see whatever happens with Joey Bart. If we make it work, that's great. If not, we'll send him somewhere else. So, Shas, before we get out of here, any final thoughts as the Giants take on the last place St. Louis Cardinals in St. Louis this week?
Got to just keep hanging in there. Big week this week. Cardinals, Dodgers. Got to keep hanging in there and hovering around 500. And then again, it's about development of the young players. So continue building on those things. And I want to see Thairo Estrada make the All-Star game and Camilo Doval. I think those are the 2 guys for me that I'd like to see make the All-Star game.
Yeah, I think those 2, and hopefully Logan Webb get in there too. We got an interview with Logan Webb that will also be coming out this week. Keep an eye out for that as well. And this is Sam Lovin along with Joe Shasky here on the Garlic Fries and Baseball Guys podcast. We'll be back later with another episode this week, probably on Thursday. And so, we will catch you on the next one.